If you keep meeting the same person in different bodies, you're not unlucky. You're consistent. And I don't mean consistent like a high-performing adult. I mean consistent like a vending machine that keeps choosing the same snack and then acting shocked it tastes the same. Different face, same energy, different story, same ending, different. I swear they're not like the last one. And yet somehow they are exactly like the last one. So let's cut through the spiritual glitter and the romantic excuses. This isn't the universe sending you soulmates. This is your nervous system choosing what it recognizes. Because your body doesn't fall in love with people. Your body falls in love with patterns. And patterns are efficient. Patterns save energy. Your brain is a survival machine, not a truth machine. It's scanning the room like an algorithm, asking one brutal question. Does this feel familiar enough to predict? Not, is this good for me? Not, will this destroy my self-respect slowly over 6 months? Just, do I know this vibe? If your childhood taught you that love equals inconsistency, you'll call inconsistency chemistry. If your childhood taught you that love must be earned, you'll confuse effort with intimacy. If your childhood taught you that closeness is unsafe, you'll chase people who stay slightly out of reach because distance feels like control. Now here's where the mirror law comes in. Reality doesn't just happen to you. Reality reflects you. Specifically, it reflects what you tolerate, what you believe you deserve, and what version of yourself you keep rehearsing. So when you keep meeting the same person in different bodies, the mirror isn't showing you their face, it's showing you your blind spot. And yes, that sounds harsh. That's because it is. But it's also the most freeing thing you'll hear all week. In this video, I'm going to show you 1. Why your psyche keeps hiring the same actor for a different role. 2. What you're unconsciously addicted to. And 3, how to break the pattern without turning your life into a therapy podcast. Let's begin with the uncomfortable truth. You are not meeting the same person. You are meeting the same lesson. And you keep refusing to graduate. Let's name the mechanism like adults. Repetition compulsion. Your subconscious replays an old wound until it gets a different ending. So you're not dating a person. You're auditioning actors. And the role is always familiar. The emotionally unavailable one. The charismatic one with a complicated past. The one who gives you just enough affection to keep you addicted, then disappears to protect their peace. The one who makes you feel special, then punishes you for believing it. The one who says, I'm not ready, but somehow is always ready to take your time, your attention, your body, your empathy, and your dignity. And you keep thinking, this time I'll do it right. Because your mind wants closure, your nervous system wants resolution, and your ego wants to rewrite history. Here's the scam you don't notice. You're using today's relationship to pay for yesterday's emotional debt. Deep down, part of you believes, if I can make this type of person love me, it proves I was lovable back then. So you chase, you over-explain, you perform emotional gymnastics like a Cirque du Soleil therapist, and you call it love because calling it self-abandonment would ruin the fantasy. Now let me be even more offensive, for your benefit. Most people aren't addicted to the person. They're addicted to the identity they get to play around that person. The identity of, I'm the one who understands them. I'm the one who stays. I'm the one who can handle it. I'm the exception. I'm the healer. I'm the fixer. That identity feels noble, but it's usually a trauma costume. And the mirror reflects it perfectly. You attract people who need exactly that costume. Not because you're cursed, because you're available. Now another piece most people miss. Your type is often a disguised attachment pattern. If you learn to chase love, you'll be magnetized to distance. If you learn that love is unpredictable, you'll be magnetized to unpredictability. If you learn to earn approval, you'll be magnetized to someone who never fully gives it. And then you call it fate. No, it's conditioning with a perfume bottle on top. So the question isn't, why do they keep showing up? The question is, what part of me keeps saying yes? Because the mirror doesn't punish you, it reveals you. And once you see the mechanism, you can stop worshiping the pattern like it's destiny. You can treat it like what it is, a loop. Now we break the loop, not with vibes, but with clarity. Here's a method I want you to use. I call it the mirror audit. 3 steps. Write them down. Yes, physically. Your notes app counts, but your excuses don't. Step 1. Stop describing them. Describe what you become. Most people keep a list of what they did to me. That list is useless without the mirror. Complete this sentence. When I'm with this type of person, I become true. Do you become anxious? Do you become hyper alert? Reading every text like it's a ransom note? Do you become smaller, softer, quieter, more careful? Do you become addicted to approval? Do you become the version of yourself that negotiates with disrespect? Good. That's the fingerprint of the pattern. Step 2, identify the hidden payoff. Yes, there's a payoff, or you wouldn't keep returning. Maybe the payoff is intensity. Maybe the payoff is distraction from your own life. Maybe it's the fantasy that you'll finally be chosen once they heal. Maybe it's the familiar pain that saves you from unfamiliar peace. Ask, what do I get to feel, avoid, or prove by staying in this loop? If the answer is, I get to avoid being alone, that's not love. That's anesthesia. If the answer is, I get to feel special, ask why you need scarcity to feel valuable. If the answer is, I get to feel needed, ask why you confuse being needed with being loved. Step 3, choose a new ending on purpose. Patterns die when the story ends differently, at the exact moment you usually abandon yourself. That moment is predictable. They pull away and you chase. They disrespect you and you explain. They give you crumbs and you call it a meal. Your new ending is one sentence. I don't audition for love, and then you act like that sentence is true. You stop sending the extra message. You stop writing the essay. You stop trying to earn basic decency with perfect communication. Because closure isn't something they give you. Closure is something you stop begging for. Now let's be practical. Here are 2 boundary scripts you can steal. 1, I'm looking for consistency. If you can't offer that, I'm stepping back. 2, I don't do confusion. If you want me in your life, be clear. Say it once, then watch their behavior. The mirror never lies. People reveal their intentions by what they repeat, not what they promise. And yes, your body will crave the old ending. That craving isn't love, it's withdrawal. But if you can tolerate withdrawal, you can break the spell. Now a warning, because I actually want you free. When you break a pattern, your body will panic. Not because you're wrong, because you're unfamiliar. Your nervous system has been trained on chaos, so peace can feel boring. Consistency can feel suspicious. Healthy affection can feel too easy. And your brain, being the dramatic little storyteller it is, will say, this doesn't feel like love. No, it doesn't feel like your addiction. There's a difference. Sometimes calm is what safety feels like for the first time. Sometimes you think you miss them, but what you miss is the intensity, the chase, the emotional roller coaster that made you feel alive because you weren't actually living. So here's the final mirror. The same person you keep meeting isn't out there. It's a reflection of a lesson you haven't completed. Self-respect, boundaries, the ability to tolerate disappointment without betraying yourself. Graduate, and the actors stop showing up. And if you're listening to this and feeling irritated, good. That irritation is your ego losing control, because the ego loves patterns. Patterns make you predictable, and predictable people are easy to manipulate by others and by their own habits. So do one thing today. Write the name of the pattern, write the payoff, write the new ending, and then live like you mean it. Not perfectly, but deliberately, because the mirror law is ruthless in the best way. It doesn't care what you say you want. It reflects what you accept. If you want a new reality, become the kind of person who no longer fits the old one. Subscribe, not for motivation, for escape.